Hi everybody, I'm Mark and this is
Reed.
And we're here today to teach you about
King's Forge.
King's Forge. King's Forge is distributed by Game Salute by Nick Sibicki, and it is a wonderful game for 2 to 4 players. And as you can see here, we've got a ton of dice. And what's more wonderful than that, you've got a ton of different colored dice that represent different things.
If you need any dice,
and if I can, I'm going to try and focus on this card here. As you can see here, all these dice mean different things for different types of dice. And we're going to go a little bit through the setup here, just to kind of show you what's going on. Now here are the gathering cards, is what they're called. And you always have 4 that are going to be in every game. You have your forest, your east, west, south, north, mine, all that stuff. They're the same in every game. And then you pick, what is it, 7 out here. There's a nice little card that shows you how to set it up. So you don't need to refer to the rule book every time you play. So I actually think that's a wonderful idea. And yeah. So, but first of all, each player takes 5 dice according to the rules here. So 5 black dice. Reed, I need 5 black dice. You'll also pick a tile like this. This is your smithy tile. They have colors, it doesn't matter. They have different icons. You can be an owl, or I like being yellow, so I'm this Pegasus or unicorn. Yeah, alright, fine. Tomato, tomato. Alright. And he's a bear. And he really is a bear in real life. But anyway. Here we go. So now what we're going to do is we've got to, first of all, take these craft cards. Reed, I want you to shuffle those up. And in a 2-player game, we get 9 craft cards. So you're going to get 9 of those. The gathering deck that we were working on there, we have 4 dock tiles. They're always the same. The black on the back, they're the same in every game. Here's a nice start player icon or token, the anvil. That tells you who's starting that round.
I'm starting.
And you're starting, okay. Alright, whatever. And at the top 7 cards of this deck. So Reed, if you could add the top 7 cards, or shuffle those. And then we're just going to need the top 7.
Okay. Don't you put these in?
Yeah, yeah. And you'll add it to these, and then you'll shuffle these up into it. So Reed's doing that.
Granny shuffling.
Granny shuffle. The famous. Alright, well while he's doing that, I've got these here, so I'm going to go ahead and start taking a look here at what we've got. We're going to finish the setup here, and I'll show you what we have in just a moment.
We're back with the game set up.
Yep, so the game is all set up here. As you can see, we've got our initial setup of 9 different items that we're going to be building. And out of those items, the top 3 here you can purchase. You organize them by, there's a rank on the top of the card that you'll be looking at. And you just organize those via the rank in the top right-hand corner. And then you can also see what's coming up and what dice you might need. So at one point, we're going to need a lot of green dice. And then what Reed's going to do first, he's the start player, is he's going to decide what to do here. You can always visit the docks, or you can take a gathering card. Now, I'm going to try and zoom in here, and I'm sorry if this is shaky. This is, you know, we're new to this, and I'm using a DSLR camera, so not the best recording unit ever, but the quality's good. Alright, and we've got here, you've got 2 choices on this first card. You can put 2 dice on it, any dice, and you'll get a green die. If you gain a die, it goes to your smithy tile. Any tiles or any dice that go to your smithy tile, there it is, will be available for you pretty much next round. Well, there, he's taken that one. But also, at the bottom, there's another option you can take. Usually the ones at the bottoms are usually modifiers or something special. The ones at the top usually relate to dice. So Reed's decided to take that one. He's taken a green die and put it on his smithy. And he takes this card now. Take that card, Reed.
Oh yeah. That. Oh, well, no one's gonna be able to get that.
So that's the caravan.
Oh,
All
and
right.
the X's mean you don't get to keep them if you take that.
The dice go away. Otherwise, any dice you put on those cards, you will get back at the end of the round. So, something to keep in mind. Now, this Dragon's Lair here is actually a free black die. Now, down here, I see what's available to craft this round. If I get a red die, I could possibly craft that, but I would have to be able to use it right away. Here, I could, as long as I have 2 black dice, I might be able to craft one of those. Yeah, well, there I would need. I get a green right away. I don't want that. And I think what I'm going to do is just take a free black die. Alright. Now, I'm going to try and put this back on autofocus here.
Okay, I think I am going to take this, and that lets me copy on an effect that happened recently.
So another card?
I'm gonna do your thing where I
So you
get
get a black die?
Yep.
Okay.
Or could I do the other thing? Or not?
You could, but you'd have to get rid of 7.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I don't have it saved. So your turn.
Okay. Alright, so let's see here. My options now. I still do not have a green, so that is not a very good option. 2 for black, 2 for black, or I could gain that red right away and get it into my hand. See, that little icon there means I get to take that red and put it right into my available dice pool. And by doing that,
I don't think you should do that.
that one's pretty nice. I might be able to get that ruby collar right away, but there's no guarantee is the thing. If I roll poorly,
Then skip
it
first
all
too.
is off. So I'm actually going to try and take 2 more black dice because who knows what might come out. So the cards are replaced. There's a limited amount of cards in this gathering deck, and later on you'll cycle through it a little bit more, but in the meantime,
Well, I'm gonna place 1 die on here, so that means I get to take a green die.
yep, 1 die.
And,
That's place all of your unused dice on the caravan is what that says.
oh, okay, then I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to take 2 black dice. Wait, yeah, I'll take 2 black dice.
Okay. We replace that card.
I'm going to die, so you can just keep going.
And now I could get a green die. Like I said, we'll need that eventually. But I don't really want that, honestly. However, what I could do is come down here. And let me just kind of show you some of the options here. At the docks, there's an option where you don't get any of your dice back if you use the docks.
You
But
trash one of these cards.
yeah, and you get rid of one of those gathering cards. But I could get a green die, or I could spend a die to get +1/+1 You could use it on 2 separate dice. But I think the wiser thing is whoever passes first gets one of those green tokens that says +1/+1. So if I'm going to build something this turn, I think I'm going to do that. And that will be in front of me.
You roll?
And it's Reed's turn. Are you going to do anything?
I don't have any dice.
Okay. So you don't have any dice. So this is going to be real quick then. Basically what happens in the next phase is the crafting phase. I will roll my dice. And normally Reed would craft first since he's the starting player. And then here I can use the 6 and the 5. And I will use the 6 and the 5. As long as I have at least these, I can craft that. Or I could craft that. I'm going to... Well, why not? Yeah, let's just build a shield and be done with it. Whoops. And since nobody can steal it from me, normally what will happen is if, let's say, I was the first player and Reed had rolled some dice, he could steal it from me if his die result was better. Like if he had 2 6s, he could have taken it.
But I can't.
But he can't because he had no dice. So you can steal from other people, and that's kind of some of the player interaction that happens in this, which makes it kind of fun, different, unique. I like it. Okay. All right. Whatever. All right. So now here's the cleanup phase. So here I'm going to take these dice. These go back to my ready. And all these ones on the smithy come back to me. Any ones that I spent on this card come back. Any dice that I didn't use come back. It's just, there's my dice pool for next turn. It's all black dice still. All the gathering cards go back. Reed's going to shuffle those up. Granny shuffle. We brought up the other card here, so always 3 available, no matter how many players. It plays 2 to 4, so there can be some real cutthroat in 4-player. 3-player, it's, you know, everybody could get something, but it's still pretty cutthroat in that case. And then you just keep doing this until somebody has at least 4. You finish that round. If multiple players finish with the same amount crafted, then you go with that final number there in the corner, like 125 there, if that was the highest one. Whoever has that one and 4 would win. 4 of them made, that is.
Your turn first.
But anyway, we'll come back and check and see how we're doing here. But Rita and I are going to battle here and see what happens. So hang with us. Alright, so we might actually be almost at the end of the game here.
Yes, we're done.
Reed only has 1 thing.
3.
I have 3. I've had a little bit better luck than Reed. He's taken some chances. And I've gotten some good luck. There's my dice pile here. My dice pool. And Reed's is a little less. But another thing is we had a lot of lower number ones come up. But I've got enough dice to complete any of these. And one of the really low number ones is still out there. So this turn, theoretically, the game will probably end, but it just depends on what Reed picks here. Something could really cause some problems here.
Okay, my turn.
Reed's turn first. He is going to pick
the cemetery.
The cemetery. So what the cemetery does is there's a die. Reed will roll it here, and whatever he rolls, what'd you roll there?
5.
So any 5s that I roll or he rolls go back to your smithy tile, and they do not count. And we need some 5s probably, so any 5s are going to be bad. They will not count for anything. Alright, well, I, on the other hand, may want to do some re-rolling then, since, well, actually, I am going to risk losing these 2 dice to gain an automatic 6, and I'm going to get rid of this card to do so. This is an auto 6. So I put that in front of me, and Reed's turn.
Well, I'm gonna... No.
decisions are tough.
Yep. I'm gonna do this. For a
Red die, and it goes straight to your pool. And I'm going to place a green die on here to add +2 to a die roll.
Okay. I'm really waiting for someone to come out.
You don't have quite as many dice as me to do that with
Yeah.
either, so.
I think I'm gonna take this and pass.
Ooh. You kind of took what I wanted there, but since I don't need as many red this round here, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to place that red there. I'm going to lose that red, and we'll just flip that, and I will take the other +1/+1. Ready to flip over the next one. I could copy one other action. I don't think I want to. I think I'm just going to pass. We're going to have a roll off here. So I've got a lot of dice to roll here. So I'm going to roll them off to this side and kind of
Okay, so
see what we've got.
I got a +2 thing, 2 dice.
Oh, my reds are low. My greens are a little bit better. And my blue is awful. But what numbers automatically go to the graveyard? 5? Right? Is that right?
Yep.
So this 5 goes bye-bye. Oh, it's dead. Somehow. I don't know how they die, but they do.
And then I'm gonna do this to take the dice.
Alright. So, well, hold on. You got to put the dice that you have on there, and then I can see if I can potentially steal that from you, maybe. So what are the dice you have? Put them on there. So if I have anything that's higher than one of those dice, a 2, 3, 4, I have to at least match those and get one that's at least higher. So what do I have here?
You can see that one.
I can be really mean here, and I can get that. I'll turn that into a 6.
And you're stealing it from me.
And I'll just end it there. I'll steal it from him because I can do that because I'm a nasty fellow.
Go.
And 663. There we have it. We have a winner chicken dinner, which would be me. I'm a chicken, so.
I'll buy you chicken dinner.
Well, that'd be nice of you. I do like chicken.
That's what it means.
All right, so that is King's Forge. Pretty simple game. A lot of dice involved, which is always nice. Reed, do you like this game? What are some of your thoughts on it?
Well, I like how when you're trying to take things, and then I like how there's like these little things that you're putting your dice on. And yeah, that's what I think about it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly easy game once you learn some of the symbology. Some of it's a little bit hard, but then again, there's a card that explains all that, all the symbology to it. So, you know, you got that. Nice little handy cards. I think Game Salute did a really nice job. The card quality is but other than that, the tuck boxes that it came with are pretty nice. The components overall are pretty nice. There's these blue dice represent magic, and I don't know if you can see it. Reed, get out of that. But there's sparkles in the dice. Who doesn't like sparkles in little blue dice? So overall production quality is pretty good, but the cards, I don't know if you can see this around the edges. They're a little, I don't know. You could probably sleeve these if you're going to play it a lot. It's a pretty quick game. It's not too deep. You know, if you like a game like Kingsburg, I think this game is going to work for you. I think this is a really overlooked game. One that is more of a lighter fare You can probably do it in under an hour once you explain it and get everybody going. I really like it. The artwork on it is pretty solid. Overall, this is a good one by Game Salute. I really like it. This is going to be a permanent one on my game shelf because I just have a blast playing it, and there's a lot of decisions that you can make. You know, which card to take, what to go for. You can kind of see what's coming up. You know, we were all geared up thinking that this might come out, and I was thinking that I might need a lot of green dice, but I ended up not really needing any because Reed was failing at his dice rolls. But, you know, you can hedge that by gaining some other things that are going to help your dice rolls. The cemetery adds a little bit of meanness to the game, but there's enough different items, different cards that you can build, and different locations where you can gather things that's going to make every game different. And that's another thing I like. I like when games are different. Different is good. Having a variable, a setup every time, having something different every time makes me happy. Does it make you happy?
Yes. 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 Yes.
And burritos make him happy too. So.
No. Except for it helps me fill the form.
Okay. All right, so that's our thoughts here with the Game Academy. So we're
burritos.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll have to edit that out. Gross. Anyway, Reed and Mark signing off here, and we'll hopefully be bringing you more game run-throughs and reviews. No. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Follow me to my
Bye.